the video and as a thumbnail, but put words on it or something just to see. Let's see how that does, just to test it out.
For what?
When you post the long form of this.
Oh.
Just like put some words on it or something.
Okay.
Blame it on us and like make it all showy and whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking of putting it in Canva and seeing if like in ChatGPT Canva, if it would just make one for us. We need to take a photo for it again, like we did before.
Well, you can just screenshot one, right?
Yeah, but those don't come out as nice because it's a screenshot and we're moving. Oh wait, we want it to be like this.
Is it on?
Yeah, we got someone on here. Oh my gosh.
Stop.
This thing is falling over. Because it's broken.
Why just use the little one and we set it here?
We do that. Yeah.
The one out there, not mine, the like little one, because it's like. Because it's. You put it there.
Okay, we got some people signing on. We just go get the other thing.
The small one, not the one in my bag.
That was funny. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. There's still technical difficulties right now.
That's funny.
That's so funny.
I'll just. Yeah.
Come get in bed with us.
Right. Oh, gosh.
You need to move over a little.
How's it going? We're still a little early.
That's okay. Let's start.
Yeah. Cool. Look at that. We'll be right next to each other. They're really close. I don't know which one we want to do first, but let me just pull this up. Welcome to the live, everyone. Hi. I know we're getting more people signed on.
Oh yeah. Our first time doing this
Yeah.
live. Oh, we should have shut that. It's okay. It should be fine, I guess.
Yeah, I can't hear anything with the headphones on. Okay. Cool. All right. Just letting a couple people more get on. What does it say?
55 people.
55 people? Yeah, I mean, I announced it an hour ago. What does that first comment say?
Sup? Hi.
Hi.
Who are these people?
Who are these people?
Here's an interesting fact.
You guys, all right, so before we start the podcast, for those of you watching live on YouTube, you know, we are going to be reading the Blame It On Us submissions. I have like 4 or 5 that we'll go over depending on time.
You don't want you to talk into this, I guess.
Well, I'm just doing it. It makes me feel better because I can hear myself talk. Because if I'm like this, it sounds far away. But we're going to be reading the submissions that we got on the website. But if you want to submit any on here, we will go through the comments at the end and we'll pick one and we can go over it. So you can kind of see based off the confessions that we got, like if there's anything you want advice on or you want us to give our hot take on.
But don't submit it till the end so we don't have to scroll all the way
submit it till the
through.
end. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
All right.
Anything on there you see you want to respond to?
I can't read these.
Okay, I know it's kind of small, sorry, you're kind of far away, but thanks for being here, you guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Kenzie.
We started doing a super chat too on the live. So if you want to support the channel, you can become a supporter. There's a supporter membership and there's a VIP membership. That way we can start doing membership lives if you want to be a VIP member, or if you want to have us follow you on social media, we'll follow you back on all accounts if you are a VIP member on here. So just some stuff to consider as you are watching today. All right, so I guess we'll get started. All right, hey everyone, welcome back.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Let's start it.
Let's start it.
All right.
There's so many comments coming in.
Yeah.
Let's go live more often.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back. As always, I'm Sam.
And I'm Cody, and this is Cody Sum, and we are the duo that does more than each other.
So today we are live. We have our YouTube
From our bedroom.
From our bedroom, but no, we are for those listening on the podcast, wherever you're listening from. We are recording this episode live for YouTube, so we have a whole audience of our YouTube subscribers watching. And today we are going to do another episode of Blame It On Us, where we do a full episode full of your confessions, where you guys submitted the tea, and we're going to give our uncensored, unfiltered, and unqualified advice.
Qualified, but not
I don't know.
not real. Qualified as in we're experienced, but not qualified as in we have
As in we're like licensed therapists or anything, that's for sure.
Yes.
But we've seen a therapist, individually
We've
and
seen
couplely.
Many therapists.
But you know, before we start on that, you know, we have some updates. I wanted to give you guys an update on the wedding because we've had some movement there finally. You know, I mean, mostly on your end. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've had movement. I've had some movement.
I started planning the bachelor party.
We finalized our guest list.
We did finalize the guest
We
list.
finalized our bachelor party guest list. We decided we're doing 2 bachelor parties, not separate, together. We're doing like one for our like, gay friends and one for like our siblings and straight friends. Cause and straight people can go to the gay one and gay people can go to the straight one, but we're just letting people have options.
Yeah.
And one's out of the country, one's in New York. You know, it's because we have East Coast friends, West Coast friends. It's just it's how it's gonna roll. You know,
I'm excited for the gay one, of course, because it's located at one of our favorite places to go, which is Puerto Vallarta. And so we're gonna get a huge villa. I think we're planning with my best man and his best man.
Yeah.
They're gonna plan that, and we're looking to get 20 plus people out in PV and have fun at a villa and
that'll
hang
be
out for
fun.
a weekend.
We
and,
love PV.
Yeah.
PV is probably one of my favorite vacation spots. I love Mexico in general, but PV is very safe for the gay community. So it's great.
Are you sure you don't want to have them roast us one night?
No, I don't want to be roasted.
I was trying to think of a group activity for us all. I mean, we're gonna go to Mantamar, which is the beach club there. We're gonna have a yacht day, but I was thinking like something to do at the house, like that could be fun. I mean, we were talking about like game night, but like,
I just feel like I'm a little too sensitive for a roast.
You know what the thing is,
But-
if it sounds mean, you're not doing it right. But I get it. I mean, not everyone's gonna be good at a roast, but
Yeah,
I did it for my 30th birthday.
I feel like
and
with
it
a
was
roast
fun.
though, there's like, it's a joke, but there's like truth behind it. And then I don't know. I just don't.
It's fine. We don't have to do that.
I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, so we started planning the bachelor party, and then you got the save the dates.
Save the dates are here. I need to send them out, and the wedding date is October 3rd of 2026. So it's the countdown has begun. Less than a year.
Yeah.
And I also am doing like these like proposal boxes for our wedding party, and I got a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna start making those and sending those out, and like kind of. Some people know they're in our wedding, some people don't, so they'll get the box and it'll like ask them, hey, will you be my best man? Will you be my groomsman? Sort of thing. So
Yeah, I think half the people
Very
know
excited.
or are expecting, but then there are a few that I think.
but even some of the people that know don't realize they're getting a box.
Right.
So, but maybe if they watch this, they're gonna know now.
They're
So.
probably not watching this.
Well, yeah, they don't. They're our wedding party. They don't support us.
They don't watch our stuff. I hope they don't.
Yeah, we talk
no.
too much shit about them.
Yeah, but no. When you started putting the boxes together, I was getting excited because they look really cute. We're gonna have some gifts in there, just a cute little announcement and let them know that we're you know, we're asking them because we're grateful that they're in our lives,
Yes.
basically, and it's
Yes.
you know. So what else? And is that
But,
pretty
I
much
mean,
it?
we have the venue picked, and
Venue
you
picked,
know the wedding
dates
colors,
wise, yeah.
kind of the colors we're wearing, yeah, all that stuff. I just have to make some decisions yet
Yeah.
on like photographers and DJs, and you know.
But there's been movement.
There's been movement.
We got the venue like a year ago. And we really haven't done anything in the last year.
The procrastinating has ended.
The depression needs, and I feel like
Yeah.
we got excited about it again
I'm
in the
ex-
sense of like,
I was stressing about
You're
it,
stressing a
and
little bit.
when I like stress about something,
Yeah.
I don't do it,
Mhm.
but now that I've started, I'm excited.
I think the most stressful
So-
thing for me was the guest list.
Yes.
I was like, oh my god, I don't want to think about.
I mean,
like,
the guest list is
just
still a
suck.
little weird on your end. I mean, my list is finalized.
but
You-
just deciding where people fit of like, oh, like, you know,
yeah.
deciding why they shouldn't get an invite. I
There
don't know, it
are
just
still,
stresses me
like-
out, 'cause
there
I
are
would
s-
love to just invite everyone, but
There's
then,
still like 10 people that I'm like unsure, like, should they or shouldn't they? You know, there's
Yeah.
always that gray area.
yeah,
You know,
it gives me anxiety.
it's hard.
It
It's
gives
hard.
me anxiety.
Yeah. So, but it's
Because I'm like, do they even
it's
want to
like-
come? Does
Yeah.
this person want to come? And I'm going to give them an invite and they didn't even want to come. And then there's going to be the people that I didn't give an invite to that really wanted to come that are going to feel bad for not giving. You know, I just
Yeah.
feel like it's going to go both ways.
Mm.
And it just, this part just makes me anxious. But
All right.
yeah, so
Mm.
that's our update. All right, so let's get started with Blame It On Us. Where, again, you submitted your confessions. We're going to read them live on air.
And I do not hear these beforehand, so
I did not hear these before.
these are my on-spot, I know, responses, kind of.
Yeah. So,
Let's
let's start with this one because I thought it was I feel like this one's kind of light. So, of course, we can't do them all. So, you know, if you want, submit yours online and for a chance for us to read them. And but today we're gonna read a few. So this one, Blame It On Us, confession number 1. My ex and I broke up 6 months ago. We don't talk often, but every few weeks he Venmos me random amounts with notes like "for coffee" or "miss you." I've told my current boyfriend, so he must be dating someone else now, and he says it's manipulative, that my ex is trying to keep control, but part of me secretly likes the attention. I haven't blocked him because honestly, I know that he's still thinking about me, or I like knowing that he's still thinking about me. Am I emotionally cheating by not cutting it off, or just enjoying some harmless ego inflation?
I mean, I would need a little more description. I don't think it's mostly cheating, you know, because if you're not, if you're not responding, if he's sending it to you and saying stuff to you, is he responding?
It doesn't say that he's responding, but
Well,
I
if
mean,
he's
I
not
think,
res-
I think it's emotional cheating. Like you're letting someone that you have a history with like send you money, and it's someone that's doing it because they want, like saying like I miss you. Like that is to have some control, and it is for his ego. I think, you know, we all like being wanted, but I think he's getting it from a bad source.
Yeah, but I don't. I think it's that's true. I don't think it's emotionally cheating though, because emotionally cheating means he has to be emotionally invested in speaking to him, you know,
Yeah.
like a boyfriend or like a, you know, and I don't think that's happening. I mean, it's definitely weird.
I think it'd be fine if he was single, but the fact that you're dating someone else and it's been 6 months, so that means this current boyfriend you can't have been dating them very long. Like that relationship is still new. So
Yeah.
you're still building a foundation and trust with that current new boyfriend. So
Yeah.
I would say if it makes your current boyfriend uncomfortable, you should cut it off.
I mean, if someone wants to send me money, go ahead. Like, that's kind of you want to have an ex, and you know what? If any of my exes want to send me money, half of them owe me money.
Send him money.
Send
He's
him-
got school
send-
loans to pay off.
Send me
Send it.
some money, man.
I wouldn't care at this point.
Like, send me
But
some money.
I
don't-
feel like newly dating, that would be maybe feel weird, but
Yeah.
no, send
I
him
think it's-
money.
I think
And you know
it's-
what, ex or not, just send him some money. He's got school loans.
I think if the new boyfriend is not bothering them and he's comfortable in his relationship, just be like, sure, take that guy's money, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's kind of the new boyfriend's area to
He
kind
said
of
he
have a
thinks
say.
he said he thinks it's manipulative.
Okay. So like I kind of would go to my boyfriend and be like, what do you want me to do about this?
Yeah, no, it sounds
Kind of
like
vibe.
it sounds like the new boyfriend is uncomfortable.
But if he says it's manipulative, but it's also like people can try to manipulate you. You don't actually have to be manipulated by them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an area that, like, I don't know. If one of my exes sent me money, I think you and I would laugh about it.
Oh, I would totally laugh
You
about
know?
it now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have laughed about it when we first started dating.
Yeah.
I probably would have kept it to myself, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think if you let it keep going and you're enjoying it, then I do think it turns in, and your boyfriend's uncomfortable with it. I think it's turning into a little bit of a like emotional cheating. But
Yeah. Again,
Not
like
just
I
me,
say,
but no, we can have different opinions.
I say it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of the boyfriend's. If my boyfriend said, "Hey, I want this to stop," that's you tell him to stop.
Yeah.
But if the boyfriend's like, "Yeah, whatever," then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You know.
Get that coin.
It is still I will say this, it is still very weird. I had a hard time having actual boyfriends send me money. So
Yeah.
having an ex just
Send you money?
randomly send you
Right.
cash is like this is like a sugar daddy or something.
I know.
You know? It sounds like this relationship was revolved around currency and being
I
paid.
must have. I know. There's so many questions. So many
I
questions. right?
know. I need more information if you're out there. Let me know.
Okay. So let's do this one. We've been living together for 6 months, and we split rent, bills, and groceries evenly. It sounds fair, but he makes double what I do. When I mentioned maybe splitting things by income, he said, I don't want money to be part of a power dynamic, which, okay, but it already is because I'm constantly broke. How do couples talk about money without it turning into a guilt trip or class war?
We've already had one very similar to this.
Yeah, but this guy's asking for like actually advice of like how do you talk about money? Like how do couples? I mean, money's like the number one reason for divorce when people start having money
Yeah.
issues.
I mean, I don't think somebody should be paying more because they make more. I mean, one, it also is determining on how much more are they making, and like, are they forcing you to live a lifestyle that is out of your income bracket? That's when you question it. You
Yeah,
know what
well,
I mean?
this one he says he makes double. I would
like-
say that I think it should come into play. Like again, like you said.
But
it
you said
depends on what kind of
boyfriend,
life-
not husband, right?
Well, they've been living. It didn't say. It just said we've been living together for 6 months.
I also think it's
It
like
doesn't say boyfriend.
if
or
you're not
husband.
legally married either, I don't think that's something you should ask of somebody. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
aren't officially tied together legally. It's one thing if you're married and you have some kids or you share, you know what I mean, or if it's a mortgage in both of your names, you know what I mean. That's different.
Yeah.
But if it's just rent and you've been together a year and you moved in together, I don't know. I think the relationship should be even still.
I think they should have talked about it when they were moving in together.
Yeah.
Like if you were gonna move in together, don't move into a place where your half of the rent is gonna make you broke.
Yes.
You know, they should have had that discussion
Well, yeah, that's
of like, oh, if you want to live in this $5,000 a month rent, I make this much. I can only afford $1,000 a month to split evenly. Then you have that discussion.
yeah.
Then.
But also, it's like say they live together and then this person has gotten a raise or a promotion and now they make more, and all of a sudden like, oh, you make more now, you should pay more. But like we got this based on our older budgets. I don't think that person would deserve to pay more money.
No,
You know?
I don't either.
And
I think
also
in this
for me, if I made more money and we were splitting the rent, you know me, I'd be using that money for us anyway.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's take it for rent, or you know, I'm gonna pay for dinner or whatever.
Yeah,
As well.
I think it's always good to pay something, you know, because you don't want that power dynamic where if someone starts to feel like they're taking care of you, they're gonna end up using it against you. Like whether they say like, oh, I just want to make your life comfortable. If someone starts to feel like they're taking care of your life financially, they're gonna start trying to have a say in your life and what you do. It just comes out. It comes out
Well,
in fights. It comes out in resentments. So-
I'm from a family of parents who were married at 18 and always shared a bank account, and they had a very nasty divorce, and the finances were a disaster. And from that experience, I will always want to have my own finances and just split things evenly, because the trauma from that experience it's still lingering every day in my
Yeah.
family, and it's not worth it. And you know, if you're gonna build a life with someone, especially moving in with them, you need to talk about that stuff before you live together, because you know,
Definitely.
if you start bringing up stuff like, oh, you need to be paying more money because you make more money and you've already been splitting the rent, like that's just going to cause some problems, in my opinion.
I think that people need to be able to talk about finance and money in general, though. Like it doesn't need to be like you make more, you need to pay more. It could just be like, hey, after all these bills, this is what I have. So I
Yeah.
really, you know, if you're like, I don't have any extra money for travel or this, then maybe you do start talking about like, okay, well, I'm making more. Let me take care of, if we want to go out to dinner, I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, maybe for this next trip, I'll buy the flights, you know?
Yeah.
Like, be able to be vulnerable and have conversations around money without making demands.
But it's,
I
it's
guess,
also
you know?
it's also like I make a lot, but I have a lot more bills than you. So it's like that you gotta take that into account.
We just haven't been
Just
in this
'cause-
scenario.
Yeah, just
I
because
guess-
just because he makes more, does maybe he has a lot of school loans, or you know, it's got to be kind of like, what is his cash fund after all the bills and after all the paychecks,
Right.
you know?
Also that.
You can't just assume, oh, they make $1 million, maybe they have a $500,000 house or mortgage that they're paying on somewhere, you know? It's
Ooh, a secret life.
a
another,
gray
another secret family.
it's a gray area.
They have another
so-
secret mortgage somewhere because they have a secret family on the side.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
Overall,
finances-
definitely talk about that before you move in together.
I think that would be my
Yeah.
advice, is that you should have talked about it before you moved in together, for sure.
If
You shouldn't
you're
have moved into a
if
place
you're
that
already
you don't
living
rent
there and
for.
you've already agreed to pay half, that you should be paying half.
Yeah,
End of story.
exactly. Okay, let's go to, how's everyone doing on the live? How are we doing? Well, I just want to see
They're
which one I wanted to do
good.
next.
Let them rip. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. They're fine. Someone said, "You are so weird and gay. I hate you." Oh, thank you.
I love that.
I love you though.
Well, speaking of that, this one says, I came out 5 years ago, but I only think I'm just becoming gay. I used to chase guys who looked like safety. So he says, so he used to chase mask, quiet, conventional guys. Now I want ones that wear crop tops and laugh too loud and are a bit more feminine. I think I'm finally coming out to the version of me I actually like. Oh, snaps for that. Yay. What do you think?
I mean, what's the question?
I think it's just I don't think there's a question in there. I think it's just like, it's just someone saying, it's just like a confession, you know?
I don't think it's you just becoming gay. You're just becoming comfortable with being gay. And
No, I think it's that he's just saying, like, I think he's finally coming out to himself, like,
okay.
like not the version that he feels like he needed to be, but the version of him that he actually is.
Yeah.
You know, that.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, it takes time. You come out and then you have to unlearn all the stuff you've learned until you came out. You know, all the like heteronormative stuff that, you know, it's like pushed into your brain
Yeah.
your whole life, you know?
Yeah.
And God, I moved here when I was like 30 or 31, and I feel like I was able to embrace my more gay nature after moving here.
Yeah.
You know, and I was so old already. But
I think it's just as you come out, like, it's not just you come out and you're just this exact version of your, you know, we're constantly learning, we're constantly growing as we age and all that stuff. And it's great that someone's saying that he's really learned to embrace, it sounds like, his feminine side, that he's not like, oh, I just need to date one type of guy, a masked guy, that there's other types of guys out there, and
Yeah.
fully accepting, you know, because sometimes I think maybe in this person's scenario that they're just like, oh, like, I'm gay, but like, I'm not that kind of gay. Like,
oh, I think we've all been
you
there.
know what I mean?
We've all been there. And I think a lot of it is, we say all the time, is the types of guys that I consider my type now are so different than it was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's not that I'm changing types, it's my pool is bigger. Like, I
love
like
that our pool is
I like
bigger.
more types of guys.
I like way more people on the
Yeah.
spectrum versus, like, I feel like when I was in my 20s, it was like this one small sector of guys that I'd be like, that's my type, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's like way
Yeah,
this,
like
this wide.
I like so many different races and body types and
Yeah.
ages. Like, and before I was more like my, you know, growing up in Pennsylvania, I was more like I want them to be like kind of be raised like me and
Yeah.
like the things I like. But now it's like different, you know.
And we're
I mean, we're married, so it
yeah,
doesn't
we're
really matter.
married, but we're comfortable enough in our relationship that we're gonna let ourselves have those experiences over time. You know, over the years of us being together, we're gonna be out and we're gonna meet guys that we're gonna allow each other to have those experiences, even though we're in a relationship.
Yeah. Wait, one
Um,
pause. I want to see this question.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider making a more detailed how to start OF 101 video? Yeah, could definitely do that.
Maybe I should do a training.
For sure. All right. Back to the podcast.
Back to the podcast. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. Where is it? The one that I wanted to just do. Okay. This one's a little darker. Okay. My boyfriend and I live together, and everything's great during the week. Movie nights, gym, brunch, all that. But every weekend he goes out with friends and disappears until the morning. Last night I finally checked his location, and he was at a well-known after-party house where people use and hook up. When I confronted him, he said he was just dancing and vibing. I love him, but I don't want to play dumb. How do I bring this up without sounding like a jealous narc? Well, I don't think you sound like a jealous narc.
I don't think you
Have
sound a
concerns.
jealous narc. And I think, if this person was in front of us, it's kind of like, what are the boundaries in your relationship? Like, is he allowed to be going to after parties and doing that stuff without you? Oh, have you set that boundary? Have you talked about that boundary? Because it sounds like that's something that's not very clear in your relationship. And I think that's really important because, it's hard to have those conversations, but if you don't have them, you're just going to grow resentment and jealousy. And, that's just like a cancer and it's going to just spread through your relationship,
Yeah.
like wildfire. So
Wildfire.
you need to, if that's not something he's not supposed to, if he's not something he's not supposed to be doing, and you've already had that conversation, he's in the wrong, and you need to have that conversation, kind of.
Well, yes, but in this, I don't know, in this scenario, for me, like if it's an after party where people use like that, like like the party and play kind of vibe.
Oh, is that what it means by use?
Yeah, just the wording in here. I didn't want to really. Yeah.
See, I'm still innocent. I don't even know stuff.
I mean, Cody and I like to have fun, but there's just a level of fun, and there's there's after partying, and then there's like that kind of after partying. I do think I don't know. I think you gotta nip that one in the butt.
Yeah.
I
mean, you gotta set some sort of boundary. It's obviously making you uncomfortable. So if it's not something you've had a conversation about, I think it is time to do that.
I also, even with us lately, we usually do go out together, and I think it's really one thing to your relationship. I think it's great that you have like this great home life, and then
brunch during the week though, that's crazy.
Right. But the fact that he goes out on the weekends with friends and you guys have that comfortability in your relationship, I think it's great. As gay men, we don't need to do everything together. A lot of times our friends overlap, but like I think it's very healthy to have your time away from your relationship, go out with your friends, go out with your family separately. So, the fact that you like to stay home, it sounds like more, and he likes to go out, and you let each other just be you, like that's great. That's a great start. But going out and if he's going out and doing things like that and making you uncomfortable, then yeah, you should have that conversation of like, well, go out and do your thing, but we need to set a boundary here.
Yeah.
Because there's a certain life that maybe you're wanting to live, and that's not it. All right, how we doing? Do we feel good on timing wise?
Yeah, it's about, I don't know how many minutes, because I don't know when you started that.
Let's see. There's one about, how's everyone doing?
Looks good.
I thought this
Hi,
one was
guys.
funny. Okay. I snooped. Oh my god. I snooped through my boyfriend's phone and found out he's talking to his ex's mom. He said, I think I broke a major boundary by doing this. I know, but it's not what I expected. I mean, he's not cheating. It is just his ex's mom, and the messages aren't flirty, but they're weirdly intimate. Stuff like, you always gave the best advice, or I miss our weekly calls. He says they stay close because she was like a mom to him. I get that, but it still feels off. Am I insecure, or is it weird that he's emotionally confiding in his ex's mom at all?
I don't think somebody talking to an ex's mom is a big problem at all.
I don't think it's a problem either, right?
I think you're being dramatic.
I think if he was talking to his ex,
I honestly think some of my exes reach out to my mom, but my mom like my mom don't tell me about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my mom and their relationship, you know?
I think it's sweet.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think-
unless you read texts where the mom is like trying to get him back
Yeah.
with her son,
I feel like,
Like,
you would have said that.
that would be weird.
Yeah.
But if it's like just them talking about their friendship and their relationship, like it's an older woman. Like, what does it matter?
I think it's also a good sign that he has a good relationship with his ex's mom. So
Yeah.
hopefully that means he has a good relationship with your parents.
Yeah,
You know, that he values family, that he values being close with the people that are important to his partner.
Yeah.
That's what I get from it.
Yeah.
So
Honestly,
I would take it as a win.
I have an ex who I had my longest boyfriend before you, I had shared a dog with him. And, we don't like each other and don't follow each other on socials, but he still had our dog. And I didn't care that my mom and him were still friends on Facebook because my mom gave me updates on my dog, and, that was a positive thing I got out of her keeping that like line of friendship over. Not that they talk all the time, but
Yeah.
the dog recently died, and I would have never known if my mom didn't tell me. So it's
Right.
I just don't think it's a problem.
I don't think it's a negative.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely not. All right, well, I think we're kind of at that point where let's see if we got any requests. Let's read some of the comments in the live and see what people are talking about on here. See what you guys want some advice on or us to just give our hot take on.
I don't know what this is.
Oh my gosh, people are crazy in here.
Oh. Who's wearing the wedding dress? You guys, some of these questions are crazy.
I know. Some of these questions don't make any sense.
Did you watch the Boots? Netflix?
Did we watch Boots on Netflix?
Dude on the right, you look like Jeremy Renner. Is that you? Would you be the right? No, I guess I would be the right.
You'd be the right. I don't. Who's Jeremy Renner?
Isn't that Hawkeye?
Is it?
Mhm.
He's cute.
Yep. No, nothing specific.
All right, we got a lot of people on here, but no one asked.
No questions.
No
but that's
questions
fine.
on the live.
So it's the first time,
Yeah.
but
Just scroll back.
I hope
one
you guys
more time.
liked it. This was the first time we were doing something like this, so it was cool. We film a podcast, usually once a week. We're kind of coming towards the end of our season 2, but yeah,
Did you want me to do one more? I have one more, but I mean, well,
I
I
think-
have a few, but I can save them for next week.
yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
that's good.
You guys keep submitting them. They're fun. They're fun to read. I probably have like 10 right here that we can save for next week, or we'll get some new ones. So just keep submitting them and we'll keep reading them.
Love it.
All right.
But that is all for us today.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Until next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Woo.
Let me see the
There's
live.
only 5 people on.
How's it going?
All right.
I hope you guys like the show.
Ooh, my knee.
Let's see. Bum bum bum. All right. Well, that is all. Oh, hi, Dallas.
Y'all too.
No, hi in Dallas. First live, no pressure. All right, well, thanks for joining today. I like to go on couples pages and ask who's Jessica. Oh, that's funny. Here's the roast. Y'all look like cousins. Kissing cousins.
All right.
All right, cool. Well, all right. Well, that's all, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll post a live right now. And yeah, we'll do this again next week. All right.